Harambee!
One time!
Wanaita gari, nani? Kitu. Wanasema gari liletwe. Wanasema gari liletwe. Kuja mbele. Kuja. Angalia bari ya. Oh yes.
Bos, vuta nyuma tukaenda space. Wametuacha sasa.
Complex.
Paloma, Paloma, Paloma.
Wananchi Uzalendo! Uzalendo!
Long live the fighting spirit, long live!
Long live!
Long live the fighting spirit, long live!
Long live!
Viva Gen Z, viva!
Viva!
Viva Gen Z, viva!
Viva!
Waambie wameanza uchokozi, plan fucking nini mtobwe. The day of the people. Viva, mko wapi bwana? Tokeni wazee. Tokeni tulilie wenzetu wazee. Tokeni wazee. Mko wapi? Tokeni masaa. Unaona? Si wametuanza. One time. Wameanza uchokozi. Wataanza uchokozi sasa. Ameshatupiga na tia gasi ya kwanza.
We hate you! And if you don't go, you don't go to hell! One time!
Majina lakini ni moto. Natuambia nini? Let's Masai. Justice bana. We want justice.
We know what you need to do with him. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for that half term, and the rest of the term, we shall do a by-election of the president. We don't want to.
prioritized human rights and the safeguarding of the Constitution of Kenya, we would be very, very far and very different. But what we are seeing is a lot of interference. Okay. Interference with the agencies that are supposed to investigate, to prosecute, interferences with the judiciary, and a parliament that has been, I don't know how to say it, but they don't seem to have the powers to make the right decisions. For example, budgeting in terms of allocation for some of these, agencies. The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, what is the budget that they have been given for this year to undertake their mandate? This is an office that does tremendous work, a lot of work, but I think they have, is it 0.5?
Slightly below half a billion.
Slightly below 0.5B. So if you give them a budget that allows them just to pay for their salaries and just manage the office, how will they undertake their mandate? So because you're asking about what will change and responding to his question around systemic change. Systemic change comes around when institutions perform as institutions the way they are mandated and constituted. Yeah.
All right, so I want us to start wrapping up. I'm seeing Mwanahamisi Hamadi, she's already in studio, so I want us to start wrapping up. Samson, and don't worry, Kawive, I'll give you opportunity to have your last word as well. What about the question of command responsibility?
It still remains an elephant in the room. That command responsibility, I mean, our courts have been very clear. Our laws are also very clear on command responsibility, but we are still beating the bush with it. And therefore, command responsibility is about accountability. It's about ensuring that as you take leadership roles within the police service, if it is within a particular police station, if it is for an operation that is being carried out, that those that are commanding that operation must also be held to account in terms of doing what is required by law. Okay. Unfortunately for us, our command responsibility has remained at that. All
right. Your last word, Kawive?
I think for me, my last word, are you coming back to me for last word?
No,
I think for me, the last word is the primary role of promotion and protection of human rights is the role of the state. And we are looking towards the state to ensure that that role is done and done well. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Kawive, last word?
That is just a point of information and education that when we have more than 60 people who have died, several have been disappeared, and others have been tortured and maimed. And the president stands up to say, if I did something wrong, forgive me. That's not an apology. It's a mockery to Kenyans. Because the president must know that the buck stops with him. The buck of the death of these people, the buck of the torture of these people, the buck of abductions. And when he says, I think when he said that those who have been abducted have been returned, he was taking responsibility. Only that some have not been returned. But therefore, we need the government, starting with the police, the ministers, the president, to just come clean and ensure the mechanism of accountability provided for in the Constitution are followed, and that we get justice for the people who were killed, maimed, tortured, and abducted.
All right, thank you very much. I want to thank you, Samson Omondi, Assistant Director, KNCHR, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, Wangeshi Kahuria, who is the Executive Director, IMLU, Joshua Nyamuri, Advocate, and last but definitely not least, Kawive Wambua, Executive Director, Inuka Kenya Nisisi. I want to hand over right now to Mwanahamisi Hamadi. We continue our coverage of the commemoration of June the 25th. My name is Olive Barrows. Sorry. Get home safe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You will get home.
Can I go to the photo somewhere? Yeah.